feel like I might have some black stuff on my face, like my hands. Look at that. Holy cow. Ah! Well, good morning, DBF family. Actually, closer to afternoon. Getting a late start again. Had a whole bunch of stuff going on this morning that I just could not get away from, but we're back on Paul's aluminum frame 500. And what I got ahead of me is more cleaning parts and more polishing. So today's focus is the rear swing arm and getting this thing cleaned up and pretty. Last video, you saw this thing was covered in some sort of, I don't know what it is, black plastic dip spray can, make it look pretty, and then 20 minutes later after you're out in the dirt, it looks horrible. But that being said, I have gone out and we've tried about everything to chemically strip this, and it did okay. Now I'm down to physically removing it with brunt force and abrasives. So that's where we're at. So I'm gonna get sanding on this thing and see if we can get some polish put on this aluminum swing arm and make it look real nice, Clark. So let's get going. So let me show you kind of what I got going on here. This outer edge, now I don't know how familiar you guys are with these Honda swing arms, but they actually come factory with almost a silver coating over the raw aluminum. It's not, you know, like a clear coat or anything, but it's almost like a paint that they almost pretty much like, I don't know if they powder coated on or what, but that stuff is absolutely a nightmare to get off. So if you'll see here, all of these different colored spots where I've already sanded over, I got to get past those to get to the raw bare aluminum to polish up. Those will not polish out. Very easy, to take forever. So I'm hitting it with the DA sander with 400 grit, and then I will go over here and then buff it out with this Prime polishing wheel that you get from Prime right there. Thanks, Cameron. But let me show you one thing we got going on here. So if you look, this different colored spot, that's actually a dent in the swing arm. Now, I could possibly not worry about that because eventually when we do the decals, they'll have a swing arm sticker on it, kind of like this one right here on my 18. So I'm not super concerned about it. I might try to push that out with a little bit of heat and a little bit of air right here through this bolt hole. Or another way I can do it is actually drill and tap that, put a small fastener in it, and basically pull the dent out with a little bit of heat around it. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how serious I get about that. So that's pretty much why I'm spending so much time sanding all this down, because if we don't sand it down when I go to polish it, it won't look all that great. So final details on this bike is what's gonna matter to me. I know a lot of people wouldn't go to this extent, but for me, I want it perfect to my best ability. So that's where we're at. More sanding, more polishing. Pretty good. Before I go any farther, I'm going to attempt to fix the dent on this swing arm. Let me show you the process. I'm going to attempt to do this to try to fix this dent in this thing. So as you can see, there's the dent, and it's pretty deep. I mean, any improvement on this dent is going to be a lot better. So what I've done is I've taken some square tube, cut it in half, drilled a hole in it, and I'm going to place it kind of like that. It's not going to stay there. Then I'm going to take and drill a hole in the middle lowest point, try to get to the middle lowest point of the dent, tap that, and then run this down into there, and then tighten the bolt up into the new threads on the swing arm, and I might have to put just a touch of heat right there on the dent and try to get that out. anything's going to be better with that, because like I said earlier, this is going to be covered by a decal with a graphics kit, but you know, that's just really going to bug me. After I get that pulled out, I'll come in with a TIG welder, weld the hole up, buff it flat, and should be a lot better. Drilled tap, bolts in place. I'm gonna try to get this as close as I can so you can kind of see if it's gonna come up or nothing. Might be a waste of time. It was worth a shot. Let's try it. Oh yeah, heck, that's gonna come out pretty good, I think. Hey, look at that. I think while I got a little bit of tension on that right there, I'll apply a little bit of heat on the outside edges, and that thing will be like it never even happened. Sweet. That makes me happy. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. We'll let that baby cool. Pull that bolt out. This thing's ready to weld back up. Nice. Check it out. Ooh. Flatter and flat. Sweet. Just like Mako, like it never even happened. I guess I really ought to make it more of a habit to, you know, pull the welders out like once a week or every once in a while, because check this out. Lou, what do you got? What do you got, buddy? You find your soccer ball? Go get your soccer ball. Look. One over there, one right there, one right there, and he was just playing with this one right here. Yeah. Here, bud. You want your ball? Yep. He's a happy dog. A little obsessed, but he's a happy dog. He definitely likes his soccer balls. Crazy dog. He's not wired right, I don't think. Well, there's kind of a first pass with the old buffing wheel and the old polishing rouge, and fairly happy with that. I mean, got about 4 different steps to do between now and then, but hey, that's fairly reflective, I'd say. It's gonna look pretty good. So I'm gonna hit this with about, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 hours of just back and forth polishing, and next time you guys see this thing, it'll be polished and it'll be all kinds of pretty. I'm gonna get all kinds of black crap all over my face. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's not gonna be, but it'll be worth it. So I'm gonna get going. Do I have something on my face? I feel like I might have some black stuff on my face, like my hands. Look at that. Holy cow. But check this out. I know I told you I wasn't gonna show you till it was done, but woo. I can't resist. Check this out. Oh yeah. Look how pretty that is. I mean, it's not done by any stretch. Man, look at that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. Can't wait. But that's gonna have to be tomorrow, because I'm gonna go in and scrub myself up because I'm an absolute mess. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Well, good morning. We're back in the garage and we are back on Paul's CR500. So last night I spent a little more time off camera getting the swing arm polished up, and check this thing out. It turned out so good. Keep in mind, I still got to wash it, scrub it, you know, get all the black residue from the rubbing compound off of it. But man, check this thing out. Like a mirror. Man, that thing looks so good. Check this thing out. Get it off the old cooler here. Yep. I think that should work. What do you guys think? Think it'll work? Yeah, they think it's just fine. So this morning I started in on the frame, and again, just more lots and lots of sanding, polishing, sanding, polishing, finding imperfections, sanding those out. As you can see here, I've gone through and sanded this down, circled a couple more imperfections here or there. We're gonna sand those out, got a whole bunch right here I want to get out. And then we'll go do some final polishing on this thing. So, sorry guys, this is a lot of polishing, sanding, polishing, sanding, polishing. Well, good morning there, DBF family. So, for me, it has been a long week and a half. I have spent every night after work, all last weekend, polishing, cleaning parts, polishing. Let me show you where I'm finally at with this thing, and I'm still not even done, but I'm gonna try to get this thing in roller for you guys today. So let me show you what we got. It is looking so good. Oh my gosh, this thing's pretty. Got the frame all done, got the subframe done, swing arms all finished up. I mean, man, it's definitely shiny. So I'm pretty dang happy with how this turned out. It's like I said before, very time consuming, but at the end of the day, it just looks so much better in my opinion. It's not for everybody. Paul was here yesterday. He checked it out. He loves it. So that's all that really matters. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing thrown together today as far as I can, so you guys got something pretty to look at. So check this out. I got some stuff in the mail today. This is awesome. You guys are awesome. I got the best fans ever. See that right there? Big old chunk of like cutting board plastic or what have you. So I had a fan reach out to me, and he noticed in the last video when I was mounting Paul's wheels and tires for his bike that on my tire stand I had a chunk of cardboard that I've been using forever. It works fine to keep from scratching up the bolts that hold, you know, the sprocket or the rotors on. Well, he reached out to me and says, hey, I got the same stand and I've got a big chunk of this plastic. I'm gonna cut some of these off and send to you. So thank you, Clint. I really appreciate that, more than you'll ever know. I'm gonna get a hole drilled in the middle of this thing and put it on, and we'll put it to use next time I mount a set of wheels. Thanks, man. You're awesome. Sweet. Cool. Thanks again, man. It's gonna be awesome. Well, that was super interesting. So I'm over here buffing some airbox parts to go in the subframe so I can seal it up for the last and final time, put it in the subframe, put it on the bike. Let me show you what happened. Yeah, so this guy right here, see how that's wound around like that? Yeah, I was buffing the paint off of it, making it nice and pretty, and it caught a hold there, and this thing went flipping around about 8,000 billion RPM, and it was going like this. I didn't dare reach over and hit the switch to turn it off, so I had to unplug it. Yeah, I guess I'm buying a new one of those. Today is just not going like I had planned. Well, there's the old aftermath. I guess I'll see if I can straighten that out, but let's see how she pushes back together. I might be buying a new one. Oh man, this thing's so pretty, check it out. Ooh. Dang, oh. That thing looks so sick. That's a pretty setup, not gonna lie. Very nice. Well, that's about all I can really do for today, because I got to rebuild rear shock, go through that, make sure everything's okay in there. And then as I pulled the shock out, I realized the linkage in all of my polishing and cleaning duties the last 10 days or so. I missed a part. Yeah, not looking forward to this. And to top it all off, the new steering stem bearings that I ordered 2.5 weeks ago, yeah, turns out I ordered them for an iron frame CR500, so they will not fit this 2006 aluminum frame. So I reordered those from RockyMountain.com, and as soon as I get those here, we'll slap them on the bike and get the other front wheel put on, because I can't put the front wheel on until I put the forks on, can't put the forks on until they have somewhere to live. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll this thing outside, try to get some sun on it so you guys can really get the effect of this look and the polish. Kind of cloudy outside, so I don't know, but yeah, I messed up. Happens a lot, seems like. So I've had some people try to contact me. Just so you guys know, if you need to contact me to ask me any questions or anything like that, the best way to contact me is either through email at dirtbikefabrication@gmail.com, or follow me on Instagram at dirtbikefab. And generally the Instagram, if you message me on the Instagram, is probably going to be the fastest way for me to get back to you. If you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer questions if I can, but try not to blow up everything with just silly stuff. Don't send me pictures of, you know, whatever. I don't want to see that stuff. But if you got questions for your bikes, things that you think I might be able to answer, I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. And yeah. Here's my email, and here is my Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. We got to get numbers up. Well, I'm pretty pleased with the outcome of this thing so far. It's looking pretty good. So I went ahead, I couldn't resist, threw the back fender on it, just trying to get just a little bit more color in there. It's gonna look so good. Kind of a little bit of a teaser for you guys. I've got this thing built in my head. I cannot wait. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys these graphics that Sean over at Dirt Rider Designs is building for this project. Phenomenal. As always, he's killing it. So if you guys are looking for dirt bike graphics, contact Sean at Dirt Rider Designs. He's on Instagram, Facebook, pretty much any of your social media outlets. But like I said, if you guys are looking for dirt bike graphics, he's my go-to for sure. So I'm gonna get some parts reordered that I messed up on so we can get the front end back together. And hopefully next time you see this project, we'll build the motor, throw the motor in it, and be that much closer to having a running bike. And as always, I appreciate every single one of you, and thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. All it does is help me out, helps channel out. And again, you guys are the best.